Have you ever wondered how much money international students in the United States make? Well, this video is going to break it down. Some years ago, when I started thinking about studying abroad, I was then a teacher in a junior high school in the northern part of Ghana in a small community called Tinga. Tinga is in the Bole Bamboy district. Back then, my allowance was a little below $100 a month. However, I was a bit comfortable because I was provided with accommodation, and in a small community, the cost of living was minimal. I had lived my entire life in Ghana, so when I had an offer from Ohio University to pursue master's degree in the United States, I was a bit skeptical. I was wondering how I was going to survive leaving my comfort zone and even how much I was going to earn. Was it going to be better than how much I was earning in Ghana as a teacher? Before you judge me, this video is not intended to expose how successful or unsuccessful I am as an international student pursuing my master's degree in the United States, but to sort of give you a heads up if you intend to study in the United States, or you have gained admission and you have a full funding or partial funding, and you're wondering how you're going to survive when you relocate from your home country to the United States. If you're a parent and you're unsure of the financial condition of your beloved child, if you allow them to relocate from their home country, their comfort zone, to study in the United States. Also, I intend to eliminate the erroneous impression that I have a child, I have a family member studying abroad, and so if I ask them of any material need or money and they are unable to send, it means they are stingy, they don't care about me, they don't love me, or anything like that. If you're a prospective international student, this will help you plan financially before you relocate. Apart from that, I am originally from Ghana, as I've indicated earlier, and as at the time of recording this video, the University Teachers Association in the country is on strike over better work conditions. And one of the lecturers in one of the universities has claimed that he was earning much money as a student in the United States as compared to being a lecturer at the moment in the country. How realistic and true is this? Well, let's find out. Well, as a disclaimer, I have never been a professor or a lecturer in Ghana before, so I have no idea how much money professors or lecturers in Ghana earn. But guess what? Luckily, I'm an international student currently pursuing my master's degree in the United States. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how much I earn as an international student pursuing a master's degree in the United States. Now the issue of finances is a very sensitive topic, right? So most people wouldn't want to disclose how much they earn. However, I take inspiration from the likes of Ali Abdal, who was a doctor and currently a full-time YouTuber, and also an entrepreneur. So if you're an international student anywhere around the world and you're very comfortable with sharing, giving us an idea how much you earn as an international student in whichever country you are, please share with us in the comment section if you want to. Before we delve into the issue of finances, if you're new here, my name is Frederick. I'm currently pursuing my master's degree in public administration at the University of Kentucky. I had my first master's from Ohio University. On this channel, we explore scholarship opportunities, study abroad, visa interview tips, and generally life abroad. If you're interested in any of these topics, please join the Fred Effect family by clicking on the subscribe button. Please hit on the notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be notified. I would really appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up. If you're a fully funded international student in the United States, it's either you're a teaching assistant, research assistant, or graduate assistant. Now, luckily for me, in my first master's at Ohio University, I was a teaching assistant. So I had an experience as a teaching assistant. And currently, I'm in a different state, which is Kentucky, in a different university, University of Kentucky. And I serve as a research assistant, which is a fully funded scholarship as well. For my scholarship or funding, I work 20 hours a week for the Kentucky Transportation Center. This is the highest that an international student is allowed to work in the United States under the F1 visa regulation. It is not my intention to use my situation to hastily generalize for every international student in the United States. It is important to state that in most universities in the United States, the scholarship or funding is awarded by specific department. So it could be that in the same university, students who are research, teaching, or graduate assistant in different departments earn different amounts, even though it's in the same institution. For example, in my previous university, which is Ohio University, students who are teaching or research assistants are paid bi-weekly, that is every 2 weeks. Now, in the Department of Mathematics, students earn a bit higher as compared to, let's say, the student in the Department of Geography. So stipends as a teaching assistant in the math department is slightly different from stipends as a research or graduate assistant in the Geography department. Also, per hour rates differ from state to state, even though it's in the same country. So a teaching assistant, let's say somewhere in the University of Iowa, will receive slightly different amount as compared to a teaching assistant in a university somewhere in Illinois or Indiana or somewhere in Ohio. Cost of living, for example, in New York is not the same as the cost of living in somewhere Athens, Ohio. Students who are studying at the bachelor's degree level may not earn the same amount as a student pursuing a master's degree or a PhD. The good thing is that I have had an opportunity to experience 2 different states, 2 different universities, 2 different counties, and 2 different cities. Apart from this, I've dedicated the last couple of my years to assist various international students in diverse ways into their dream universities and programs. If I'm not bragging, I think I've done close to 700 people so far. Well, who cares? Now, my point is that this has given me the opportunity to have seen a lot of scholarship offers from different universities in different states across the country. Now, this is a very sensitive topic that most international students and everyone in general wouldn't want to talk about. In most cases, if you're a fully funded international student in the United States, tuition is being catered for. Remember, I said tuition, not school fees. The school fees has a lot of components, and it highly depends on which university you are, which program you are studying, and of course, which city, county, or state you find yourself. In Ohio University, for example, there are components like the health insurance, the well-being fees, the legal fees, and other general fees that you have to cater for if you are an international student, even though you are considered to be on a full funded scholarship. So if you are on a full funded scholarship, it means that your tuition is being paid for. However, you are supposed to cater for the rest. So in Ohio University, as a fully funded teaching assistant, I paid a little over $1,300 per semester, even though I was on a fully funded scholarship. So in my current university, in my first semester, which was the fall semester, my fees was around $17,500, and I did not pay anything in the semester. In my second semester, I just paid my fees, and that was $350. Remember, my semester fees was around $18,000, so my scholarship covered much of it, and I was supposed to pay what was left, which is $350. Don't be confused. In all these instances, I am on what is considered to be a full scholarship. So there are several instances where a lot of PhD students and some master students in the sciences do not pay anything at all in the semester. Everything is being catered for, and then they receive stipends either monthly or bi-weekly. So guys, I have not forgotten, this video is about how much I earn as an international student. So in my previous university, my gross funding per semester was, so you can decide to break it down into months, weeks, and even hours if you want to. This was in return for the hours of teaching assistantship duties. So if you deduct taxes, it may not be whatever you are thinking about at the moment. So in my current university, according to my funding letter, I'm supposed to earn this in a semester. Now, if you deduct taxes and other stuff, it may not be whatever you are thinking about. So most international students in the United States, apart from some components of their fees that some students have to pay, remember I've already indicated that in certain cases, which are extreme cases, PhD students do not pay anything at all in the semester. Their scholarship caters for everything. But for some masters and undergraduate students, you still have a component of the fees that you have to cater for. Now remember that it is out of your stipends that if you are fully funded and you're on a 20-hour GAT or RA work, it means that you have no other hours to work on campus. So it is out of your stipend that you have to pay the other components of your fees. Also, you have to cater for rent and other expenses like phone bills, groceries, books, and other things. Some international students, due to issues of mobility, as a matter of necessity, have to get themselves a car. So it means that if you did not buy the car outright, then you have to pay for that monthly as well. For example, I drive a 2018 Hyundai Tucson. I didn't buy that car outright. So you need to cater for insurance, fuel, maintenance, and other costs as well. This is entirely my experience in two different universities, which are in two different states. This might be very different from another person pursuing an undergraduate degree or a PhD, or even in another state. I hope I've been able to give you a brief financial overview if you are planning to study in the US. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button, hit on the notification bell, tell somebody about the Fred Effect. Till we meet again, this has been the Fred Effect.